Thomas More, or St. Thomas More, as many people know him as, lived from the late 1400s to the early 1500s. He was a unique person. He had a contradictory personality. This means that he was happiest when he looked sad, and he was saddest when he looked happy. Thomas More was a very extremely family-oriented person. He did not live a wild life at all. In fact, he lived quite the contrary. He lived a quiet life, a simple life, and kept to himself most of the time. St. Thomas More had intense concerns for the problems of his time. He was a patron of the arts and had two very close friends. One was a humanist and the other an artist. Thomas More lived from 1777 to 1535. He was born in London and studied law at Oxford University. He began his legal career in 1494 in London, where he was born. Later on in his life, he entered service for the Big Fat Slob, otherwise known as King Henry VIII, as Chancellor and Ambassador. He was a great English author, statesman, and scholar. He served as Lord Chancellor after Cardinal Wolsey's dismissal in 1529. This was the highest judicial office at the time in England. He served the office for 4 years. Thomas More felt that he was compelled to resign after the king's decision to divorce Queen Catherine Aragon in order that he may be able to marry Anne Boleyn. In 1534, Thomas was imprisoned after he did not swear the oath of supremacy to King Henry VIII. The oath stated that King Henry VIII ranked higher than any other foreign authority figures, such as the Pope, whom King Henry VIII was battling at the time. Later, Thomas More was convicted of falsely sworn treason, and like many people of the time, he was beheaded. After his martyr death, he was known as one who put his beliefs ahead of secular authorities, much like how Christ would have us live, having Christ be the head of our lives, excluding things such as peer pressure, living lives exclusively for Christ, and not worrying about our short mortal lives here on earth. Sir Thomas More expressed his sympathetic philosophy very well in one of his writings, Utopia. This depicted an ideal society in where all citizens were counted equal and were treated the same. He wrote much English and Latin prose and poetry. I enjoyed learning about Thomas More, and I'm sure you would benefit also from learning about him.